To our dear late friend and member Frank Pettit was certainly a very strong member of the Disaster Relief Trust. Now, a award that Frank initiated when he was alive was called the Jeff Callender Award. Now, the Jeff Callender Award is, and Frank put a criteria on it which makes it very hard at times to present this award. It had to be for something like a disaster or something that was really meaningful in the community. And I applied for that award and I sent in my first application and got rocketed back to me. He said, no, she's going to have to do better than that because she doesn't qualify. So I've already told you it's a she. So I then sent back another email and this time it was accepted. And I'd like Judith Henry to come forward. Judith is the silent achiever of our club. As welfare officer, she diligently sends cards and or flowers to the sick or to families of the bereaved, birthday cards to members, works hand in hand with Heather, ensuring we have ample supplies of condiments and other barbecue associated needs. Her involvement with Donwood Nursing Home as a volunteer. The dining room has the best desserts supplied by Judith, not once a month, but every week. The homeless and underprivileged people have a lot to thank Judith for. Judith, I'd like to present you with the Jeffrey Callender Award for all the good hard work you've done. The next one is pretty unusual because, again, this was a donation that our club made to Lions Club International, and when we gave them a cheque for from our disbursements, it then made us eligible to apply for some awards. And I'd like to call up, if I could, Chris Dean and Ian Atkinson. I cannot recall a husband and wife receiving this award at the same time. I guess there is a first time for everything. Christine has been the rock for Ian with his role as club secretary. Their work with the 50th anniversary charter was exceptional. Chris and Ian's willingness to associate themselves with anything the club does is appreciated. Another major contributor at the dining room on a regular basis, along with their roles with the chaplaincy and the church. I'm not real sure how they cope. Probably explains why at times I receive emails from Ian at midnight. As a secretary, Ian was the best support any president could wish to have. His role would be the most arduous of any board position. Sylvia, something to look forward to. When I was absent, I still received all the necessary communication via email, keeping me in touch with all the happenings at club level. This I appreciated. As you know, Ian retired a couple of years ago and now does 3 days casual work and 4 days full-time with the church, chaplaincy, Lions and of course their family. Not sure the pay is all that good with his 4-day job, but knowing them, they would say it is very rewarding.
Fran, you forgot to say what it was.
Yeah, what the award is.
What the award is.
He's forgotten.
The James D. Richardson Honour Award.
Yay!
In recognition of outstanding community service. There's one more, and in February this year, I rang Ian and asked Ian to send a letter off to Lions Club International for me, and Ian did. I'm going to read out the letter that Ian sent on my behalf. Application for Lions Life membership, February 2015. Doreen Haynes.
Yeah.
Doreen Haynes originally joined the Lions Club of Sherbrooke in September 1992 and transferred her membership to the Lions Club of Croydon in July 2001. As a member of Sherbrooke, she held the position of President for 2 years, Secretary, Treasurer, Bulletin Editor 2 years, Hills Community News Editor, Minute Secretary and Second Vice President. Following the disbandment of the Sherbrooke Club in March of 2001, Doreen transferred her membership to Croydon, and since that time she has held the positions of Zone Chairman, President, Second Vice President, Treasurer over 3 years, Assistant Treasurer, Acting Treasurer, Secretary, Assistant Secretary, Minute Secretary, Bulletin Editor, Youth Chairman, Membership Chairman, Visitations and Tail Twister. Doreen is presently our Tail Twister, in charge of Lions Mints and on the committee for Cakes and Puddings. She has been the recipient of a Humanitarian Award, Melvin Jones Fellowship Award, the Ian Stockdale Award, the Dr. Bob Coulthard Recognition Award. In addition, Doreen was the inaugural and current recipient of Croydon Lions Oracle Award in memory of PDG Frank Pettit for being the most outstanding member of the year 2013-14. Doreen is a tireless and committed member of Croydon Lions who is involved in all aspects of club life, willingly taking part in all our activities, whether it is fundraising or social events. She is a great ambassador for Croydon Lions, whether it is visiting other clubs or talking to members of the public during our fundraising activities. She is always cheerful in expressing how wonderful it is to be a Lion and how much Lions do for the community. In addition to her work with Lions, she has been involved over the years with the Scouts movement, holding the committee positions of President for 4 years, Secretary for 3 years and Treasurer for 8 years. She was a committee member of the local bowling club and volunteered for Save the Children Fund. Doreen is also involved in Croydon Legacy and has been the Treasurer for 13 years, as well as being the Secretary of the Yarra Valley Legacy over the last 2 years. Doreen herself says, "When I join a group, I have to be involved." As can be seen by her very impressive history in working as a Lion and her involvement in other community and charitable organisations, Doreen Haynes is a very deserving applicant of a life membership and is therefore recommended accordingly. Now, Lions Club International had no hesitation.
I need a new filing cabinet.
Doreen, I had to walk over to you to do it because I thought if you got up here you mightn't get back. Another very quick one. When our DG visited us some months ago, it was very embarrassing, Alan, because we didn't have a banneret for you. We do have one now, if you'd like to come up, and we will give you the banneret you should have got a few months ago.
Good, thank you.
As the old ad goes with the selling knives, there is one more. Frank Pettit, a very dear member of our club, sadly passed away a couple of years ago, and Sylvia Nelson, when Frank was alive, was the club secretary. And look, he was such a help to Sylvia, and Sylvia was so appreciative of the help that Frank gave her. She christened him the Oracle, and that stuck. And she got him a little hat, and it had on it the Oracle. Now, what has transpired since Frank's death is that the Pettit family, Andrew and Nicole and Matthew, put their heads together and decided they would like to put some money in and create a trust for the Frank Pettit Oracle Award. Now what that means is the person that is the most outstanding member for the year and has helped the President during the year, that the President can make this award. Now I'd like to call Matthew and Nicole up, if I could.
Matthew's not
Matthew, Andrew, sorry. And I just would like them to present the award. Now, we've already had it engraved with this year's winner, so I've taken the back off so the winner can't see it. Doreen, your name's on it. Now, Doreen was the inaugural winner, and what it means is that the club pay, or not the club, but the trust pays the membership for the winner for 12 months. And this year, and there's no surprise, that the Frank Pettit Oracle Award, and when you see it, it's a screamer, goes to Ian Atkinson. Yeah.